Hey YouTube, this is Deadpoolzilla, and I'm here to talk about my new subject. Basically, this is about my thoughts on um, what movies would be cool for DC animated to do, DC animated movies, and what story arcs would be cool, or what characters should get their own movies. Because for Green Lantern First Flight was great. Batman and Superman: Public Enemies was fan. It was great, just as great. Crisis on Two Earths. The trailer looks cool, and I was thinking, what else could DC do? I heard rumors. These are rumors. Don't take them personally. I heard rumors that DC is gonna do animated movies of Kingdom Come and the Judas Contract, the Teen Titans story arc, which would be those would both be pretty awesome. But these are ones I thought would be pretty cool, and hopefully you'll share the same thoughts. I actually have four Batman story arcs. First one is my personal favorite of all the Batman story arcs. It's the Long Halloween. Long Halloween's my favorite, like I said, favorite Batman story. It's a fantastic crime story and detective story, and it does a great reinventioning of Two-Face, and it has all the characters and most popular characters in there. It's got some good ones, some other lesser known characters in there, so that'd be pretty cool. And it'd be pretty long. It's a pretty long movie, maybe a 2-hour animated movie, maybe hour and a half if they cut. Well, nah, I wouldn't like to see an hour and a half because they'd have to cut down some stuff. Next one is Nightfall, the Nightfall trilogy. This would be a great way to introduce Bane as the Bane we've all wanted to see, not some big stupid muscle-bound idiot. I'd like and show him tactical genius for what he is, and finally get some recognition. It'd be a great also way to introduce Jean-Paul or Jean-Paul. I don't know if it's Jean or Jean-Paul. Jean-Paul. I'm gonna go with Jean-Paul Valley, the second Batman, which would be fun. That'd be a cool way to introduce that, because we have not seen that Batman. I don't think we've seen that Batman before, so that'd be pretty cool. I also think it'd have to be a 3-part movie as well, because it is a trilogy, and it'd be interesting how they do it. Next up is one I really want to see. My second favorite Batman story, from Frank Miller, Batman Year One. Year One was such a great comic. I got it out of just respect for Frank Miller. And I thought, I might like this, because I've heard so many great reviews about it, and I got it, I read it, and I'm like, wow, this really keeps true to the Batman mythos, and it's really fun. It talks about we all know it talks about not only Batman, but Gordon, when he comes to the city for the first time, and it's really corrupt, guys. It's really messed up in there. So that'd be an interesting video. It'd be cool. Finally, one that most fans really want to see, even I want to see, a lot of fans actually want to see this, the Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns. That is probably, aside from Long Halloween, that is one of the most, I want that Batman animated movie, and it'd be such a fantastic story arc. It's such a fantastic story. It's such a great Elseworlds. The animation would do it good. I want to see some really great, gritty anime, like you saw in Batman, the Batman, what was it, Gotham Knights? Yeah, that's it. Gotham Knight, the anime version of that. It would be cool to see how they do that. I'd really like, because I think the Batman, the anime, if they do movies, they have to be like, I'd love to see them in anime form, like they did in Gotham Knights, because I think that does it more justice. Just that dark setting and all that animation. Yeah, that's how I do it. Next up is another Elseworld story called Superman Red Sun. Now, for those of you who don't know, that's the that's the Elseworlds comic. It's just alternate universe. It's where Superman doesn't crash. Superman as a baby does not land in Smallville, Kansas, and lands directly into the communist USSR, Soviet Union, and becomes its prime weapon. It's a great what-if story. It's one of the coolest what-if Elseworlds stories you will ever read. It's a fantastic comic. Art's fantastic, and I'd love to see this animated movie. I'd love to see Tim Sales do Superman again in this one. Just like I'd love to see Kevin Conroy, is it? I can't remember the last name correctly. Do the Batman movies. As for Mark Hamill's not going to do the Joker anymore, as we all know. Sadly, I don't know who could play the Joker again. That good. But moving on back to Red Son, it's like I said, great story, make a great movie. It's a great what if, and it'd be interesting to see how Superman fans would take, who haven't read the comics a lot, and see this take on their hero. This is a great take on their hero, and see him just the bad guy, in a way. Yeah, so moving on, next we have another event that recently happened. It's finished now. The Sinestro Corps War. Sinestro Corps War was a great story arc in the DC universe in general. It's a great it'd be a cool Green Lantern movie just on its own, but I'd love to see the other DC characters, heroes and villains alike, in there as well. I think they'd have to cut it down a little bit, but all in all, I'd love to see this as a movie, because this is like the best story arc of 2007, and I think it was 2008 when they did this. I can't remember exactly. It got story arc of the year. Secret Invasion came in number 2. Meh. That'd be fun. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Next up, we have I'd love to now call me crazy, but I'd love to see a Deathstroke Origins movie. Why would I want to see an animated, not live action? Well, as much as I'd love to see a live action movie, I think an animated movie, like I said, for the Batman movies I talked about, that would do it more justice. Because you could see more blood fly, you could see stuff you can't do in live action, and do it there. And Deathstroke's such a dark character, and I'd love to see Ron Perlman do the voice again. You know, he did the voice for Slade, as he's called in the Teen Titans series. I think he does it great. I think he'd be great as Deathstroke, and do that again, and be Deathstroke in the animated movie. And it doesn't need the Pacific story arc. It could just do an original story like they did with Superman and Doomsday and a couple other of the movies. That'd be fun. As long as they explain the origins and the story arc following that, maybe have Ravager, the first one, or the Jackal as the main villain, or make him the main villain, or as on a hit. That'd be fun. Finally, an original Secret Six movie, in my opinion, would be pretty cool, and have this lineup, not like the Villains United story arc. I'd love to see just this group, and show once again. I'd like to see Bane and Smart again. Shown Smart. I think it'd be a great introduction for these for these other villains who just are known by by comic book fans. I mean, most people know Bane as an idiot or just a big idiot, and show them in this limelight. In their original story arc would be fun. Like, they could take some elements from the Villains United and put it with this team. That'd be cool. But those are the ones I'd like to see. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And next up, my next video will be about Marvel animated movies I'd like to see and what story arcs would be there. And I hope you guys might enjoy it. Probably more so than this. But I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. But anyway, I'm out.